Conspiracy theories behind the recent Signal group chat leak. Accident, insider betrayal, or a master plan? The recent leak of messages from a Signal group chat involving high-ranking U.S. officials has sent shockwaves through Washington. Was it a simple accident, an insider betrayal, or a carefully orchestrated scheme? As speculation grows, several theories have emerged about the true nature of this incident. Don't a planned accident, a justification for stricter information control. Some analysts believe the leak wasn't just a blunder, but a calculated move to push for tighter control over secure communications within the government, creating an excuse for stronger surveillance. The Point Us government has long debated how to regulate encrypted messaging platforms like Signal. This incident could serve as a justification for stricter monitoring of government communications, possibly increasing oversight of how officials use encrypted apps, a crackdown on encrypted messaging apps, potentially restricting their use under the guise of national security concerns. If this theory holds, the leak could be used as a stepping stone for policy changes that allow broader government surveillance. Targeting the media. The media's role in exposing sensitive leaks has often been a source of tension between the government and journalists. This leak could provide an opportunity to attack the press, accusing it of exploiting classified information to create public panic, restrict access to government sources, making it harder for journalists to report on sensitive matters. If the administration is indeed using this event strategically, it could serve as a tool to suppress leaks and gain more control over the flow of information. 2. An insider betrayal who added a journalist to the chat. One of the biggest mysteries of this leak is how Jeffrey Goldberg, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was added to a group chat discussing national security matters. A deliberate leak from within? Speculation has grown that someone inside the government intentionally included Goldberg in the chat. Possible motivations include a disgruntled official exposing carelessness in the administration's security protocols, an internal power struggle, with someone using the leak to sabotage political opponents or settle scores, a purge within the administration. Former President Trump has long expressed distrust towards certain officials. If this was an internal leak, it might serve as a way to identify and remove disloyal personnel, justify a shakeup within the administration, replacing key figures with more loyal allies. Whether accidental or intentional, this incident raises serious concerns about insider threats within the government. 3A foreign intelligence operation. Another plausible theory is that a foreign government was behind the leak, using cyber tactics or insider manipulation to expose U.S. security vulnerabilities. Russia or China's involvement? Foreign intelligence agencies could have compromised officials or exploited weak security practices. Moscow's connection? Some sources point out that a key U.S. diplomat was in Russia around the time of the leak, raising questions about whether the Kremlin played a role. China's interest? With ongoing U.S.-China tensions, Beijing could benefit from intelligence disruptions in Washington. A U.S. disinformation tactic? Alternatively, the leak could be a deliberate disinformation campaign by the U.S. itself. The idea: confuse adversaries by leaking misleading or outdated information. Use journalists as unwitting tools, making the media spread information that serves a hidden strategic agenda. If this theory is true, the real story might not be what was leaked, but why it was leaked. A political distraction? Some believe the leak is a strategic move to divert public attention away from bigger crises, shifting focus from economic or political problems. Leaks and scandals often dominate news cycles, overshadowing pressing issues like economic instability and rising inflation, legal troubles, or investigations involving high-profile officials. setting the stage for a controversial policy change? The administration could be preparing to implement a controversial decision, such as expanding executive powers, making a major foreign policy shift, implementing new surveillance measures. By dominating headlines with the signal chat controversy, the government might be keeping the public distracted from these larger moves. Conclusion: what's the real story? While the leak may have been an accident, the timing and circumstances raise major red flags. Key questions remain unanswered. Who added Jeffrey Goldberg to the chat? Was this an internal power play? Could a foreign intelligence agency be involved? Is the point us government using this to push for tighter surveillance? Regardless of the truth, this leak highlights serious vulnerabilities in government security and could have lasting political and national security implications. What do you think? Was this a mistake or something more?